Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back with our GRAVEBORN team and super excited. Out of the depths of time 2 in the red chest, we did pull a copy of Oden. So we will be able to get him up to Legendary Plus and pushing him to Mythic to make our 6th hero that we're working on the GRAVEBORN team. As you can see here, Isabella we already have at the plus 30 signature item, followed by Grez, which is at 20. Both of them already at 5 stars. We have 4 stars on Thorin, which we're working on the red chest to get him up to the plus 30. At this point, Pharrell is already at plus 30 as well, and Nara at plus 20 at 3 stars. So overall, we have added a tremendous amount of stars, as you can see, to these heroes, and we will continue the push in the summons here today to see how far we can go. We're already on 25-14, so we are the second team that is into chapter 25. We have 2 teams in 24, 2 teams in 25. So they are doing very well in progression, and we are almost to level 160 at this point with the GRAVEBORN. So let's go ahead and get into the Soul Stones. We do have 1 elite. Fingers crossed, hoping we can pull a copy of Isabella, which is very good. I'm hoping that we can get a couple more copies of Oden, is who we're really looking for. But since she is already a 5-star, that does give us fodder, and that does give us elite fodder when we have to use it. We do have 22 rare stones here, which again adds a lot of fodder, so we can go ahead and ascend. And again, Isabella, that gives us another copy, which we can use for fodder because she is already at 5 stars at this point. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Noble Tavern. So our wish list here, we did pop Inoki in there, as well as down here. Again, Thorin is at 4 stars, so he is very close. Torn, I would like to build, as well as Pharrell, to getting him to 5 stars, and Oden. So we do have 2 heroes that we're really focused on here. Once we get them, we're going to actually swap them out for a couple other heroes till we get 5 stars. As we continue to get more 5 stars, we're probably going to have to swap in just fodder heroes at this point, because we are pretty close. Even in the shop, we have Isabella and Grez. So the only one that we can buy in the shop at this point is Baden that could actually be used. So we're running out of options with the shop as we progress further into these stages. So we do have 1 summon here with our companion points. Again, hoping for a couple of copies of Oden, which a couple rare cards there, 5 in total, which is always good. So we'll get into the regular summons. We do have 12,000 diamonds, 26 scrolls. So we're hoping for a couple elites here. And again, 5 more rare cards there, which is always good as we build up these other teams. And the next pull will be our first elite. Hopefully it's a double, maybe a triple, but we do get 1, so at least 1 elite. So a copy of Antandra. She's a hero we're not going to be using right now. Used her on a couple accounts and back-to-back elites there. Very nice, which is a copy of Lorzen. And I didn't think Antandra was in the actual wish list. I'm going to have to go check that out actually right now. Got another copy of her. Kind of odd because I didn't think, I guess she is in here. Not sure where she came from or why she was in there. Same with Satrina. Kind of unusual with that, but okay, we went ahead and fixed it. I haven't really focused on the Maulers really at all on this account, but having both of them in there, kind of a weird setup, I guess, because I didn't know they were in there until we pulled a couple copies, which gives us a copy of 2 more Maulers there to Elite Plus, as well as a couple more GRAVEBORN with Sylvana. So we got 1 more summon here. We do have 1 card on the table, so we know we're going to get an Elite GRAVEBORN of some sort. We do have 29 scrolls from finishing the last chapter, so we'll go ahead and we'll swap this one over to the GRAVEBORN. 2 summons here, and then we do have the card, as well as we'll check out the barracks, see if we can do another summon there. Couple more rare cards, so we're not seeing very many elites today, but we did get 1 there, which we know it's going to be a GRAVEBORN. Copy of Pharrell, very nice. Still the hero that I need 1 more copy of on my main account. So I'll pick up another GRAVEBORN here. Fingers crossed. It is Oden, Nara, another copy, bringing them a lot closer to 5 stars. And here we do have our 10 Stargazer pull. So we'll go ahead, still searching for Taylene on all these accounts. So let's hold it and let's try the Dem trick that Vulcan was talking about, which there it is. So we pulled it. Did we get a copy? No, we did not, but we got a GRAVEBORN. Have an elite GRAVEBORN. I know we did a couple single copy pulls that yielded one copy. So unfortunately, with the special words popping up through the Stargazer, no luck on that one. But very excited to go ahead and get another Graveborn card, which is a copy of Oden. There he is, the one that we are looking for, trying to build. Just need a couple more copies of him, as well as a rare card. So we'll go ahead. For Rel, we're getting up. We have a copy of Savannah and a copy of Movis. Copy of Naru. All right, so looking here, so that adds our 4th star to Pharrell. Very, very nice. So the Graveborns, it seems like they're getting a lot of copies here. So Oden, there we go. So we have him at Legendary Plus at this point. We do have food in the very bottom, so we'll go ahead and level him up with Naru. Getting him up to Mythic, unlocking his signature item. I have never seen him. I have never built him. I've seen him on videos, but I have never used him. So it'll be very, very cool to go ahead and be able to build him. And we do know Isabella, we already have it 5 stars. So I'm actually going to use Naru with a copy of Isabella because, again, she is already at 5 stars, and Sylvana. So she'll be fodder at this point just because she's already at 5 stars. So this will give us one more copy of Naru, being able to bring Oden into Mythic Plus. Mythic Plus, we can use him. I know he's not fully ascended, but it makes a very, very big difference getting him to Mythic Plus, especially with his signature item, to see how well he performs. So we do need a couple more copies of him, which I believe 3 in total to get him up to ascended. But again, super, super excited to see him built and actually being able to use him in the campaign stages. So let's go ahead and build him up with a signature item. Each time an enemy uses their ultimate ability against Oden, Oden will retaliate using his Void Lightning ability. Damage dealt is equal to 60% of the original Void Lightning ability's damage output. So essentially, the more damage that he's dealing, 60% of it, the more damage he is going to put out, which is very, very cool. And there it goes. It is completely activated, so his signature item is unlocked. Plus 20 damage dealt is equal to 90% of the original Void Lightning ability's damage output. Plus 20, Oden retaliates with Void Lightning even if he is slain by the enemy's ultimate. So even if he dies, he's still going to hit him. And then plus 30, damage dealt is equal to 120% of the original Void Lightning's ability damage output. So he's going to be really, really specific onto the more damage he's doing, the more damage he is going to put out with the Vengeful Fury. So let's go ahead and level up his signature item, which is going to make a very, very big difference. He is the 6th Graveborn that we're leveling up. So the Void Gazer, we should be able to add quite a few levels to this one. So there's our plus 10, which gives us our 90%. We do have 400 amplifying emblems that we've been kind of accumulating. So we should be able to go ahead and take his to plus 20 at this point, which is going to make him, again, very, very powerful. There we go. Odin's retaliation with Void Lightning, even if slain by an enemy's the enemy's ultimate ability. So he will still go ahead and give the feedback, which that gives us a ton, 700 defense, like 7,000 damage there. And his gear is getting ready. We do have Isabella maxed out, so he has the T1 gear. We have not seen the T2 stones, which I believe you'll unlock at 26, if I'm not mistaken. So he is definitely ready to go at Mythic Plus. Super excited to use him and to actually have him unlocked so we can use him. I'm not sure with his gear. I know Isabella does have gear. And here, no more Graveborn gear. A lot of people have said that overall with him that he eclipses Isabella's damage in most of the campaign stages, that he can actually do more damage than she does, which again, I would absolutely like to see as a relatively new caster. I have not seen him actually used, so I'm super excited to be able to use him and having him at Mythic Plus. So let's go ahead and look through the heroes here. Like I said, with Isabella, she is fully maxed out. Grez gear is getting a lot better. I don't think we have any faction reset scrolls at this point. And I think we do have a couple tier stones in here, though. Thorn, we're continuing to work on his Vengeful Crown, so taking it to, it looks like 27 at this point. Hit points plus 32.4%. So an absolute insane amount of health that he has here. Pharrell is already completely maxed out. Gear is all maxed out at that point. Nara, again, still working on some of her gear. And then Oden is the other one, which I don't know if we have any stone. We might not have any T-stones actually at all at this point, which we do not. So that'll do it for the team. So overall, let's go ahead and see the resonating crystal. I believe we can add another level, which will take us to 255. So just joining the rest of the teams. We still have 701 million experience. So short of having the Hero's Essence is what we keep running out as we're leveling these teams up. So I believe we have one more, which will take us to 258 already. So they are progressing relatively fast, 258, but I believe that will be out of Hero Essence at this point. So a little bit shy, as well as gold. We burned through all of our gold at that point. This will conclude our weekly, which gives us a reset scroll. So hopefully on one of our heroes like Grez, we can go ahead and reset one of our gears. Hopefully we can get Graveborn for some plate gear. Lightbearer again, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to actually switch it just because of the Lightbearer faction tower. So when we swap this gear to Lucius, we do have the chest and the boots for Lucius to get a little bit more of a bonus there. And I do keep Grez with the Dur's Drape because of the health recovery with his minions. Not 100% sure that it works, but a lot of people have said keep the Drake on him because his health recovery from the minions, he does get a bonus from there. All right, so we are in 25-14 as we continue to progress into the campaign. So let's go ahead and start working on it. So as we continue into 25-14, we're going to go ahead and stick with the same team comp. I do want to try Oden in a little bit, but right now we're going to go ahead with Isabella. As you can see here, Nara grabs Nemitsu, which is perfect because we do want to nullify his totems. They are such a big distraction. You'll see actually all the DPS, Isabella and Pharrell will actually go for the totems versus taking out the heroes, which can be very detrimental to the team. As you can see here, a very easy win utilizing them. Let's go ahead and check the damage on this one. Here we are at 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million. Well, there you go. So everybody is completely carrying their weight on the Graveborn team. This one will go ahead and we'll swap Nara to pick up Sylvana because essentially we want to keep Sylvana off of Isabella. That's kind of a focus. And one of the key things that Nara does is exactly that. She provides CC that can actually keep some damage off of Isabella, allowing her just a free cast, which gives her an insane amount of damage in the campaign itself because she casts so fast if she's not interrupted. 25-16, so looking at our first boss stage here, we'll go ahead and we'll swap Nara to the bottom, picking up Shamira. Shamira is very, very powerful, especially in the campaign stages. You can see we had a fear there. We have a bleed on her. Even though she took Nara down, we should be able to go ahead and get this stage down as long as we can take her down, which we did. Very, very nice. Thorin's the other one that we have to worry about here just because of his retaliation ability, which can do an insane amount of damage to our heroes. Also known as the Thorin Cheese ability. As you can see here, we killed him once. He comes right back up with his fear. Luckily, we got a fear there with Pharrell. And Isabella still provides enough damage to go ahead and finish the campaign stage, which 10.5 million damage from Isabella. She has been the primary DPS, usually right ahead of Pharrell. But remember, he is providing the energy disintegration, which is what we want. Here we're fighting some Dark Iron Dwarfs as well as K-Sauce. K-Sauce's ultimate ability, Rework, does a lot of damage if he can get the ultimate off, which that's what I'm hoping Pharrell. He seems to be very, very easy to kill. So if you can actually get to him, he's pretty easy to kill, but it's just a problem of getting to him. So 25-18, we'll go ahead and we'll swap Nara up top. That way she can deal with Movis. If you don't know, in the campaign, Movis, he is a hero that you cannot ascend, but he does a lot of damage with his AoE, just like Savius with his throwing ability. Does a lot of damage with a lot of burst damage. And again, Movis does AoE damage. Savius does direct damage. Savius has the ability to burn down a hero, usually in 1 or 2 shots. Movis can burn down 2 or 3 heroes in 1 or 2 shots with his ability. So here we'll go ahead. Tough choice between Arden and Nemitsu, but Arden I do like to CC because he will root 3 of your heroes. Again, if you see Nemitsu's distraction, we have Pharrell that is just attacking totems at this point. which is where the big distraction with Nimisu comes in. So luckily we grabbed him next, and very, very easy stage to get through. Arden is always the focus. If it's Arden over Nimisu, I go with Arden just because of the CC aspect. 25-20, so this will be 1/3 of the way through 25. Again, we'll grab Movis. And I'd like to grab the hero also if you're running a Graveborn comp or if you're running Nara with Thorin. I like to impale the hero that gets Thorn's Taint ability. Makes a huge, huge difference because when Thorn's taking damage, some of the damage goes to the hero with the Taint ability, and then Nara can finish them off. 7.2 million damage there from Isabella. As you can see, 4 million there from Pharrell. So definitely doing a lot of damage between those two. And that, again, brings us 1/3 of the way through Chapter 25 because there is 60 stages here. So again, with Nara, we'll swap her to the bottom. Hopefully we get the Taint ability on Belinda, which we did not. It went to Ira. Still okay. We should be able to get Belinda down. And this is what makes Nara so powerful. I know I've said it before, but the ability to take out a high value target such as Belinda, very, very easy with Nara's ability to lock them down with the stuns plus the bleed. Very easy to win a lot of stages with her. Here we'll go ahead and grab Arden again, just because, again, we do want to get rid of the root ability. With Isabella attacking the target, the weakest target or the lowest hit point target, very easy to take down a hero once Nara gets them down with the bleed. And of course, the kill move that she does is absolutely amazing. Very, very easy to finish yet another stage. This brings us to 25-23. Again, tough choice. This one, I do stick with Pharrell for the Impale because he gets the bleed in the Impale. And we're trying to lock him down before his Terrorize and before his energy disintegration. As you can see that right there, Isabella just killed him. So we picked up Namora to go ahead and replace. I'll replace her once we killed her. So again, a pretty easy stage at that point to get through. Nara is so powerful. If you have not built her, definitely consider building her. 25-24. So at this point, we're getting a little bit further into 25. I think next stage or two, we'll go ahead and we'll swap in Oden. I want to see kind of the variation between him and Isabella and just how much damage each one of them does. This formation was a little different because they were running Arden up front. So we didn't swap Nara up front. We actually grabbed Pharrell here, which just have Tassie left. Should be able to get her down. As long as she doesn't ult and sleep us and end up banishing and destroying. But we got the campaign stage down. So another boss stage down, which 5.6 million damage, 3.4 from Pharrell. Still doing a lot of damage as we continue to progress into 25. So 25-25. Let's go ahead and swap Odin in, which he is Mythic plus 20 signature item. He is very, very powerful. As you can see, his displacement, he took Grez and dropped Grez right on top of Savius. Again, he did it. Brutus cannot ult. As you can see, he just used his ultimate ability on Brutus. So Brutus doesn't have the ability to ult here. Brutus goes down pretty easy because when he does his energy steal, he steals energy from a target. And depending on how fast he can cast, you'll actually see him multiple times steal energy from a target, giving the essentially nullifying the ability for them to do damage. Even here, we grabbed energy from Brutus, so Brutus doesn't have any energy to go ahead and whirlwind. So he'll just sit with Thorin tanking him until his immunity wears off. Then we can kill him very, very easy. Same with Savius right there. Did an ult, took away his energy. Savius did not have an opportunity to ult, which Savius gets super strong when he ults, as we've seen before. So very easy stage. Let's check out Oden's damage here. 4.8 million damage at Mythic Plus. So he is doing a lot of damage. Not only the damage though, the big thing is his energy disintegration. As you can see here, we dropped Thane right on top of Savius. And then it got a Horrify there. Again, dropped Golas on Brutus. Absolutely love Oden. Very, very cool. Zapping energy, doing a lot of damage again. Might be able to get this one down. We still have Thorin up, but we do have Golas, which is very tough. Hopefully Nara can get through, which it looks like we are. And as you can see, Oden continues to cast. That's his plus 20 signature item. Even though he died, 2.5 million damage, 5 million from Pharrell, 3.6 from Nara. Even though Oden died, he still continues to cast his ability. That is the plus 20 signature item ability that even though he died, it still casts his ability. He still does damage when he is dead, which again is a very, very cool ability. As he opens his second eye here, as you can see, he has 2 little portals. When he gets the third one open, he will add a third portal, which allows him to do a lot more damage. And as you can see, Nemitsu can't ult. Steals energy again, which right there now Golas can't ult. And he is going to be an absolute game changer for the Graveborn team. As you can see here, I believe we have 3 or 4 ults out on that one, almost 4 million damage. But not even the damage factor of it, the ability for 3 or 4 heroes to not be able to ult the entire battle is an absolute game changer. So again, we picked up Golas, dropped him right in the whole group of heroes here. As you can see, we just picked up Shamira. Again, grouped everybody in this little pack right in the very bottom. And hopefully we can do a Thorn Cheese. That's what I'd like to see. Never successfully can do the Thorn Cheese. But Oden stacked everybody perfectly in the bottom, which was pretty cool to see. We'll go ahead and we'll swap Nara to the top to pick up Shamira, which I believe he just teleported Shamira. And we picked up Thane, but we got Shamira back. So definitely pretty random with how he's picking up heroes here. But again, if he's negating the hero's ability to ult, so you figure in this team, you have Nara, which does an energy reduction, 110 energy reduction when she's getting attacked. You have Grez, who is producing ads. You have Thorin, who is a tank. You have to kill twice. You have Pharrell, who is negating energy. Even there, 4.5 million damage from Nara and almost 5 million damage from Pharrell. But you have an entire team of backline with Nara, Pharrell, and Oden disintegrating energy, which is very, very big because if heroes cannot ult, a majority of the time, you're going to win the battle. Even here, he died pretty easy on this one. But again, might be able to see the Thorn Cheese. That's what I'm not trying to do intentionally, but I believe he might die. And there's Oden's attack still going on. So another defeat on this one. 25-29. Let's go ahead and swap Isabella back in just because we know she's ascended 5 stars with a plus 30 signature item. So I'm hoping she can dish out just a little bit more damage. But again, very, very tough stage with Pharrell in the back. Once he gets spirits up, the energy that he's taking away is just devastating to a team. And that is why Pharrell is an S+ hero. And again, we're right down to Thorn in this one. So once we get a signature item up, I think we need 2 more levels to get it to plus 30, which he'll be able to actually double ult without dying there, which will make a huge difference. Again, we're going to have Nara pick up Sylvana. That way we can try to keep Isabella alive. And Grez, again, is dying very, very fast. Even though he only has 1 target on him with Pharrell, continues to die really fast. So I'm not sure if we're going to swap another hero in there, if we should swap to maybe running Shamir in there. I know we're a little bit late game. I would love to see Torn if we can go ahead and build him, as well as getting Oden a little higher. So again, the Thorn Cheese there, they're doing too much damage. We cannot do a double retaliation. So let's go ahead and swap Oden back in. We'll see if we can pull off a win here, which I'm really hoping, because he's pretty well geared at this point, which again was Sylvana. Sylvana is absolutely destroying him. Then as soon as he gets a spirit, he is dying right off the bat from Pharrell's spirit. So again, it comes down to a Thorn Cheese. We are not going to be able to beat this stage at this point. We've tried Oden, we've tried Isabella, and that's the only 2 heroes that we really have to swap out. If we go to a tank, I know Viden is going to absolutely destroy someone who is not a tank, but Grez, again, is just getting destroyed with 5 stars at the very top. Not even able to get up any of his minions at this point. So we'll give this 1 or 2 more goes and see if we can get it down. Again, I think I really need to perfect the Thorn Cheese because mine does not work. Unfortunately, even with him at, what's he at? 4 stars at this point. Well geared. Right there, the Tane ability goes on the back line. But But Oden again just gets destroyed. And we're right back to the thorn cheese, exactly where we were. So possibly a couple more levels will make this go a little bit smoother for the heroes here. As we continue, there's Oden's attack, even though he has been dead for a majority of the battle. Still go ahead and bring it right back. So even there, I mean, look at the damage they are taking. Grez finally got his ads up, but it might not be enough because if he gets another tick, which got a little heal there, which helps, but again, right back to the thorn cheese. All right, so that will conclude it. Unfortunately, we could not get past this stage. Definitely made a lot of progression in here, but really frustrating because we're only on 25-29. We'll go ahead and try it one more time. I'm hoping we can get through this one, but again, Pharrell's fear, I think it's some RNG with the fear. Sylvana's destroying Nara in the back row, as well as Isabella if we run her. But very, very tough stage. We actually had Grez stay up for that one. So a little bit of a difference. Pharrell's still up, which if we can get the enemy Pharrell down, we might have a chance here, which he's finally down. Now we just have Grez and Veden at this point, which again, hoping we can get one of them down. But looks like it's going to probably be a timer on this one if we don't get down, which we got killed on this one. Again with Sylvana, so tough because, I mean, she's taking like 70% of Oden's hit points, even right off the bat. As soon as he gets the Spirit, 1 tick, 2 ticks, he's down. The Spirit is ticking for 187,000 damage from the enemy Pharrell, which is just doing an insane amount of damage. Again with the cheese, the retaliation ability. Not going too well. I wish we could do a second retaliation as he powers up this time. But unfortunately, no chance of winning this right now. So let's go ahead and collect up our loot. We'll get our diamonds. That will do it. 25-29, so pushed almost halfway through the stage. Did beat 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe 4 boss stages. So let me know in the comments what you think. Super stoked to see Odin. He is very, very awesome. And as always, thank you guys for watching.